Welcome to Film TEEP. Here you can meet in 5 days 3 continents, from North America to Asia and then to Europe. Your trainers are people from different corners of the world. They are excellent professors, and I know that because they helped me when I started in film school and going abroad with some scholarships. David Pope, he has the experience of a scriptwriter, director and also producer.
So here at Film TEEP, a creative community develops with the international participants coming together that is both a challenging and supportive environment, and the aim is for collaboratively these people to find and strengthen the essence of their story.
He's our main leading script tutor, working one-to-ones, working group meetings and advising on different aspects of the scripts and also of the business presentation that sometimes a writer has to prepare. Kathleen Listrom.
For me, as a writer-director coming from the UK, it's exciting and challenging and inspiring to work with other writers and directors and producers from different European countries, different regions, who have another perspective on life. And I think when we come together, we can share the best of what we know about storytelling.
I've been a tutor on Film TEEP the first time in 2015, and I've worked on lots of workshops around Europe, around the world, in fact, also in Africa. And the thing that I think that's most valuable about this one is the terrific diversity of cultures.
The cherry on top is Patrice Vivancos, the eye coming from Brussels, from Creative Europe.
Artviva was born in Romania. It's not a matter of chance. It's simply because in this part of Europe, we can call it Balkan, we can call it Eastern countries, we can call it Black Sea countries. Something innovative, original and unique was born in the cinema business in the last 10 years. So Artviva is trying to take the new generation of filmmakers to achieve their dream, to achieve their project.
And as film is an artistic and business collaboration, so a collaboration here forms between the participants and the tutors. I think it's important for the participants to recognise that in addition to making connections and relationships with the tutors who are here, that the peer group is a very important asset that they can develop while they're here, because it is an important part of anyone's career in the industry.
One of the things that Film TEEP does exceptionally well is building that team spirit. So on the first night we had team building exercises and we had our cosmopolitan evening where everybody brought a little snack or a little drink from their own country, and it was a lovely icebreaker. I brought Writer's Tears, which seemed like a very appropriate Irish whiskey to share with everybody. So I think that Roxandra, who runs this, has put a lot of thought into how to create a community spirit. And that's especially important when writers are going to share their work.
It's hard because we come with many ideas. Our minds are limited by budgets, by numbers, by deadlines, by timing. And sometimes here we find out that we just need to relax and create. In 5 days we meet friends, and then surprisingly, after 3 days last year, 3 people they never met from Turkey and Singapore finished a feature that we could see in Berlinale Catalog.
Working on the script, because that's the most important, always. But also giving to them tips for understanding how to make an application to a public fund, how to make a co-production, how to develop properly a film for having so the good material written, but also the good backup financial.
You sort of lose track of everything else because it's so focused, it's so concentrated, and everybody's talking about each other's projects, and then we have to decide where we're going to eat and where we're going to drink, and then eventually we have to go home and then get up in the morning and do more work, and it goes on in a whole whirl of work and fun. And at the end of it, there might be karaoke. Who knows?
I was very happy to work with Catherine. because she was taking a lot of time thinking. We were discussing a lot. We had even extra meetings.
So Film TEEP was a very precious experience for us, I think, for both of us. We didn't expect it to be this good.
It was very useful to come to Film TEEP and test our project, our screenplay with different experts, but also with people, with colleagues from other countries.
But it was incredible meeting all of the tutors.
We learned about TEEP in Istanbul, where we met with Sandra. The meetings on the bridge, and it was very fruitful, I think, to share our project. With a very good team of workshop tutors.
Tutors.
A very good team of tutors.
Yeah. I guess it was very useful because we had the opportunity to show our script to different tutors who has different methods, that they apply to a script. So each of them gave us some tools. And now let's go back and think about it, how we can make it better.
It was great to be here the last 4 days. I learned many new things and it's really great. Thank you very much for opportunity.
And also all of the participants. And it was eye-opening to see how the process works. Because sorry, just let me find the words. You talk.
Yeah. I think the most useful thing was to come up with some answers for some very specific questions. And I mean, what I enjoyed the most, and I think it was very important and very practical, was that we mainly did not get pieces of advice of how to do the story or how to develop it further, but instead we were asked very good questions, very precise questions, so we would realize for ourselves what's wrong in some scenes or what are the weak points, and improve them ourselves.
It was beyond what I expected, actually, and it was really useful for me. Thanks for everyone.
The very beginning process of this project, so I hope I'll be able to write a bit when I go back.
Thanks, Film TEEP, very much.
So what I wish for everyone is to keep the dream alive whenever and whatever they do to pay the bills.
We always speak about happy end in films. Artviva is providing a happy starting.